wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it blind in my dreadlock.
Ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Get up! 180! 57. Let's go!
First carry from Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, pick your game up.
On the carry, it's Davis. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Get up! 180! Hey, watch the screen! Watch the screen! Hey, 18! 49! Mike's 49! Target! 49! 49 to Mike! 49! Hey, Delta! Man, that's trash!
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And a hook up here to Allen Robinson. Past the 20. 10, touchdown, Chicago. Touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 26. To throw, Rivers. Throw to the right here to Gordon. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Rivers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
12.
Rivers now. Steps away to his left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
180! 50 seconds to Mike. They gonna need some therapy after this.
The first down carry for Davis. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Coming to you. Check 52's the Mike. Check 52's the Mike. He don't know no better. Hey, alert 3. Check your hot read.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Get up! 180! 52. I'm coming. Red, up! No, check that. We're going to like 52 right here. 52. And here we go. Watch the pass. Check 13. Kill. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Well, he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And a short gain down to about the 33. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Not today, you are. Not today.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Good job. Good job, man.
Incomplete.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Rivers going up top. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Hunter Henry brings it in. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Hey, easy. 44's the mic. Come to my world. We want it. Come on.
From the gun, Rivers. And that's knocked away and incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the 1st quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. They keep it with Davis on 1st down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Davis. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, 4 down.
Trubisky gives to Cohen, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. 57, Mike, 57. Watch the safety creep. Check. Lucky.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen.
To throw again. Rivers. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down.
From this vantage point, that seems like a pretty dangerous call, running a toss that close to your own goal line. I think what they were hoping is that they were going to get some pressure from the defensive front and maybe beat them to the corner and then turn upfield with a lot of yardage to run.
Look at the dance and the juke. Oh, now he bowls him over. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15.
Let's go!
On first down, Davis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike's 57's Mike. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 57's the Mike. Get up.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm gonna run you over. I'm gonna run you over.
Throwing again. Rivers finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And the Chargers first down.
Check. All right. 180. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I got you. I got you.
Now Gordon on first down. And some room to work. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin.
Load it. Load it. Back, check, 59. Here we go, D, get off the field.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Push him back.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Hey, Rocket. Under 10. 10. 0.
Rivers. He wants it all for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Alpha! Mike is 59. Mike is 59. It's been a long day for you. Wait, 89!
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Chargers 7.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Trubisky on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
Alert, 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 alert. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Quarterback, don't get
Play action. Now Trubisky. Coleman has it here right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Looking to throw. Trubisky on 1st down. Completion left side to Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
What's screen? Shoot. Check 4, check 4.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Oh, nice move. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Hey, Orbit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers, throw right side, complete to Williams. 12 yards there and a 1st down. He's the guy, Mike Williams, that the Chargers took 7th overall a couple of years ago. Battled injuries as a rookie, but in full health last year, he caught 43 passes with a knack of really finding the end zone. 10 of those 43 catches went for touchdowns. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense, let's go. 59's Mike, 59's Mike, check.
Now Rivers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Check three. Shoot. SOS. 36.
To throw is Rivers. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Rivers. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back of the 29.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, one. Showing it. Watch twins. Switch. Shift.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, I think you you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A 54-yard attempt.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Chargers were best in the NFL, 7 of 8 on 4th down last year, and they're going here. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Wow, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They're 180, 190. Come, baby, come, baby. Woo!
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll get this out to the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Gordon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Phillip Rivers, no stranger to 4th quarter comebacks. He's led the Chargers back to victory 26 times coming into this year. But work to do here if he wants to add another notch to the belt. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 24, check 24. Switch, 89.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
0.
The Chargers go here. It's Rivers. And that's caught inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. To throw, Rivers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Hey, 79! 79! Check, 59! Bravo!
1st down, Rivers. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
14, Bears 13. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Blue. We own them. Check. No. Off.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Caught on left side by Robinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down, a run with Cohen. Oh, what a juke into space. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chargers' 33-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Davis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
And 6.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining.
The kickoff for Chicago.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Cut.
Back to it after the pick six. Rivers buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Rivers to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Throwing Rivers, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Here we go. Check 50. Alert.
They go again with Davis. And some space here. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. And it was the Titans who were able to take home the victory there. Corey Davis, very close to a 100-yard game. He's at 97 thus far. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for Chicago, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.